Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, chapter 18, verse 20. In the last verse, Bhagavan Krishna said, Hey Arjuna, listen carefully. Knowledge, action, and agent. They are of three kinds, based on gunas. What I am going to teach you is nothing new, but is already said in Sankhyan philosophy. This is what Bhagavan Krishna said in verse 19. Now verse 20. Sarvabhuteshu yenaikam bhavamavyayamikshate avibhaktam vibhakteshu tagyanam vitti satvikam. What is Sattvic knowledge? Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, it is that knowledge by which one sees the presence of one in many things. Sarva Bhuteshu, that is, Sarva Bhuteshu Yenaikam. In all things, in all beings, beginning from unmanifest to manifest, living or non-living, stationary plants to Brahmaji, he sees only one existence. Ekam bhavam ikshate. Sattvika knowledge is that knowledge by which one sees only one existence. Nothing else is there. It is all projection of mind. Swami Dayananda Saraswati quotes Adi Shankara here, who says, Bhava here means the one Vastu, that is Atma, the changeless Atma. All the names and forms are only a superimposition upon that Atma. Atma is the changeless basis for everything. The example I could think of is the changeless cinema screen upon which all the movies are screened. The screen remains, the white screen remains the same. The characters come and go. Everything happens on the screen. But the screen is changeless, white, pure white. Similarly, Atma is the changeless basis upon which all the events, whatever we are seeing, the different varieties, they are happening in this world. Avibhaktam vibhakteshu. Atma remains undivided among the many divided things and beings. The difference is only in names and forms. Adi Shankaracharya says, it is like the space which has no holes or pockets. On earth we have holes, we have packets. In Delhi, every packet is called C9, D2, D3, D4. Each one is a packet consisting of several buildings and a huge number of population. But in space, there are no such packets. No doubt, bodies are separate. There is space between them. But it is not so for Atma. Like space, there is no such place where the Atma is not there. As space does not stand divided, so too, Atma remains one whole, that is Purna Atma. Here the spelling of whole is W-H-O-L-E. Purna, among the many divided things. By knowledge that is Sattvika, one sees this. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, Bhagavan has used the word ikshate here. It is a wonderful word because the person who sees does not speculate but clearly actually sees the fact. In this type of seeing, there is no subject or no object. Both subject and object are the same, that is the Atma. The knowledge because of which one is able to see the Paripurna Atma is called Sattvikam Jnanam. In fact, Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, this is the knowledge that releases one from all the karmas. all actions. Everything else is ignorance and useful for karma. And it is not useful for moksha. All the other knowledges, any other knowledge you take, it may be physics, it may be chemistry, it may be biology, it may be law, it may be engineering, whatever it is, whatever be the knowledge, other than sattvic knowledge, those knowledges, instead of freeing one from bondage, it only becomes a knowledge of means for a particular end. It make you go on chasing one after the other and puts you into further bondages. The knowledge that frees one from bondage is sattvic knowledge. That is the knowledge of the one changeless existence. Swami Dayananda Saraswati raises a question here. How can knowledge be qualified as sattvika knowledge, rajasic knowledge, or tamasic knowledge? Any knowledge is knowledge. There is a question of differentiating the knowledge into sattvika, tamasika, or rajasika knowledge. He himself answers this question, Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Swamiji says it is because of the mind, antakarana. A mind is considered predominantly sattvic when it has the qualities of not demanding respect. If, 2 chapters back, I think, we have seen all these things. Not demanding respect, absence of pretension, ahimsa, straightforwardness, shanti, etc. The mind, pure sattvic mind, is of this nature. The knowledge that takes place in the sattvic antakarana is sattvic knowledge. That is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. Swami Chinmayananda says, we now know the reason for innumerable varieties of human beings. At least we know. Reason? Because of the permutation and combination of various gunas. The gunas, that is sattva, rajas and tamas. The fluctuation in the climatic conditions of the mind in different proportions of sattva, rajas and tamas account for innumerable types of individuals. The permutation and combination. Sattva, rajas. For one, sattva is more. For another, rajas is more. For another, tamas is more. Then different types of combinations, even for the same person. So that is why different varieties of people are there. Different thoughts are there. Different characters are there. Different viewpoints are there. What is sattvic knowledge? The knowledge by which the one imperishable is seen in all existence. That is sattvic knowledge. One existence. Though the forms may differ by different body, mind, and sense complexes in different living creatures. Because if you take a tree, it has a body, it has a life, it breathes, it takes carbon dioxide, it releases oxygen. Cockroach, it has a body, it has legs, it has also nostrils, it also breathes. Take a rat, it also lives, it has a different body, different composition, different types. We call it as a rat. Animal, birds, everything has a different combination of body, mind, sense complex. But we see everything. A sattvic knowledge person recognizes in all of them the expression of one and the same truth, which is the essence in all of them. What is the essence behind them? Swami Chinmayananda gives the following examples for our understanding. An electrical engineer recognizes electricity in all the bulbs. It could be a 0-watt bulb, it could be LED, it could be a mosquito repellent, that much small lamp, it may be a 1000-watt lamp. Whatever it is, he knows everything works because of the electricity. The existence of the bulbs is because of the electricity. Similarly, a goldsmith He recognizes the presence of gold in all the ornaments. We only get into the shop and we look into different ornaments and then want to buy. A goldsmith has no interest in the ornaments. He knows the gold, value of the gold. Everything is pervaded by the gold. Similarly, the third example, he says, ordinary people like us, when we buy clothes, we know how much cotton it contains. Everything is made of cotton. In the same way, the person with sattvic knowledge recognizes the existence of one imperishable in all existence, in all the living beings, in all the non-living beings also. Avibhaktam vibhakteshu, undivided in the divided. Even though we are all different with different names and forms, race, religion, caste, whatever we say, we are different. The one life principle exists in all. This nobody can dispute. Whether he is a astika or a nastika, everybody knows there is one life principle that exists in all. The same life principle expresses itself differently in different manifestations because of different constitution in the matter arrangements. That is why rat is different and you are different. We are different. The intuitive vision sees not the distinctions or differentiations. Instead, the sattvic knowledge person penetrates through the forms. He will have a glimpse of the unifying truth that permeates the entire plurality of this world of beings. This is not the first time Bhagwan is saying this. Bhagwan already said in chapter 7, verse 7, Matta paradaram nanyade kinjitasti dhananjayam mai sarvamidam prodam sutre manigana ivam. Hey Arjuna, there is nothing whatsoever higher than me. Nothing in this universe. All this is strung in me as pearls on a string. A pearl necklace, what we see is only white pearls. Beautiful, we say. But what holds them? That is a string inside, which we are not able to see. But without the string, the pearls will fall automatically on the ground. It cannot be a necklace. Bhagwan already said that. I am the thing which is behind everything. Life principle, consciousness. Again, Bhagavan Krishna in chapter 13, verse 17 said, Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu vibhaktamiva cha stitam Buddha-bhartr cha takyeyam Grasishnu prabha vishnu cha. Undivided, yet exists as if divided among beings. The word as if is very important. Undivided, but exists as if divided among the beings. He is to be known as the supporter of beings. He devours and he creates. So Bhagavan clearly says, I am the creator, I am the sustainer, I am the destroyer. There is nothing above me. I am in all. That knowledge, which gives us a peep into the invisible thread, is sattvic knowledge. In the pearl necklace, we see the outer, but the sattvic knowledge person sees the inner. He knows because of the thread that holds together, the necklace is surviving. Otherwise, it cannot exist. That knowledge sees the singular vision in the apparent discord of baffling variety of beings and things. It sees the singular essence that thrills all the creations. The knowledge that can recognize the play of this one principle of consciousness in and through all different matter equipments. Whether it is a tree, whether it is a rat, whether it is a cockroach, whether it is a bird, whether it is an animal, whether it is human being, whether it is Brahmaji, whoever it is, the person, the knowledge, sattvic knowledge person, can see one principle of consciousness in and through all the matter equipments. That knowledge is sattvic knowledge. That is what Swami Chinmayananda says. Verse 20. Sarvabhuteshu yenaikam bhavamavyayamikshate avibhaktam vibhakteshu tajnanam vitti sattviham. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayan 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 Narayan